Hello, this is the Radio Geek, and today for you I have a little AM transistor radio. It's called the Mellowtone. It doesn't have any model number on it, but it's a 6 transistor radio. I got this at a Hamfest not long ago. It came with a little leather carrying case. Had somebody's initials there. It's not in too bad a shape, the case that is. So I'll take it out of the case. And a lot of times when you find a transistor radio, if it's in the case, it's probably, oops, turned it on there. It's usually in better shape than ones that don't have the case because it spent most of its life in the case. So just something to look out for. I got this one because I really liked it because, well, it's blue. I like blue, so I thought that was kind of nice. And it's got some gold accents. It's got the little logo down here. It just says Mellowtone and 6 transistor, and it says Hi-Fi. And this is one of those reverse painted deals. The logos or the 6 transistor and all that. But it looks like it's got maybe some bubbling or something going on behind it. So just from age, I suppose. The dial here where the numbers are is a bit hard to read. It's small, and it looks like it's probably aged, maybe darkened a little bit. So on this side you just have the tuning wheel, which the dial behind it moves, indicates where you are. And on this side it's just the on, off, and the volume control. And up top it has a earphone jack up top there. The case was a little bit dirtier, and I did clean it up a little bit. It does have some cracking in it. There's a crack here. It's not all the way through, but it is there. Like maybe it got dropped or stressed or something. Although when plastic gets to be this old, it gets rather brittle for sure. So I thought we'd just pop it open and see what it looks like inside. It's got a little notch here, and you can just take a coin and you just stick it in there and kind of twist it, and it'll pop it right open for you. It does say on the back that it is made in Japan, but no idea who the real manufacturer of it is. It's got a little bit of venting here on the back as well. And it looks kind of funny with an old radio from the 60s with an Amazon battery in it, huh? Near as I could tell, all the information I could find on this radio was that it was made between 1961 and 1962. Really no other information. I assume it's some kind of a department store brand or something like that. No idea who really made it in Japan. But we have your typical things that you find in an older transistor radio. We got the AM Farad bar, the tuning capacitor, and then we have the first IF, second IF, third IF, and the AM oscillator IF tuning slug there. And it looks like it has a audio transformer over here as well. It is a 6 transistor radio. It does work. I suspect it would probably be a little bit louder and maybe perform a little better if I had replaced the capacitors in here, the electrolytics anyway. But I haven't messed with it. As you can see, it's really densely packed for sure. Let me just zoom in on it a little bit so you can get a little better look at the insides here. Let me just zoom in there. There you go. So yeah, you can see the tuning cap and the IFs here, and audio transformers over there. Really packed for sure. And that's the back of the speaker there. So anyway, I thought I'd just turn it on, and I got a lot of electronics here running, computers and lights and things, so I don't know, we might just get a bunch of static, but it does work. It does fairly decent. It picks up some stations. Like I say, it probably could stand to be a recap just because of the age of these capacitors here. So we'll see here. I'll put some cleaning up on that switch there, I guess, too. Well, there you go. We got a couple of stations there. Like I say, it probably wouldn't hurt to replace some capacitors and get a little deoxit in there on that volume control. It's not too bad when you're moving the volume up and down, but when you first turn it on, it really has a lot of static there. All in all, it's not a bad little example of this transistor radio. If any of you out there know anything more about this, perhaps where they sold the Mellowtone radio brand, you know, some department store, I'm assuming, or not sure who made it. Doesn't seem to be any indications of that, and I could find very little information online about this little guy. But anyway, glad you guys could stop by and take a look at the Mellowtone 6 transistor radio. And until next time, this is the Radio Geek.